Hi, this is Miss Katey, licensed marriage, family therapist, and school counselor. I feel like self-care has become a cliche. Every mental health expert, every parenting expert, every self-help expert has been talking about how important self-care is for our overall mental health and well-being, and how when you take care of yourself, you have more to offer others and you're able to do things better. And especially now during the pandemic, self-care is critical when you're under stress, and it actually helps you handle stress better. And when you are taking care of yourself, you experience life with more joy. So I think we can all agree that self-care is a priority. But if you're like me, you're probably feeling like, well, that sounds great, but I don't have the time. I have more things on my plate now during the pandemic than I ever did. And I feel like I'm not able to do things to the level that I want to be doing them to. And so now self-care is just one more task that I have on my to-do list, and that I feel like I'm not doing as well as I want. So I want to offer an idea to you, which I've been using, and that is to create micro moments for self-care practices. And what I mean by that is just little moments throughout your day where you do things to take care of yourself. So first, let me just define what self-care is. Self-care is things that you do to take care of yourself, like sleep, exercise, eating healthy, any practices like meditation and mindfulness that help your mind and body, as well as practices that you enjoy, like reading or going out in nature, or sewing, or getting a pedicure. So micro moments of self-care, the way that you can do this is first decide what practices that you want to bring in to your day. And that can be practices that you feel you need to be doing to take care of yourself, and the ones that also you enjoy. And I would put in both of those. The next suggestion I have is to think about your day and look through for natural transitions and breaks that you could sneak in a practice, even if it's just 1 or 2 minutes, but I would suggest 5 or 10 minutes. Then actually scheduling those in, or making a list that you know of things you're going to try and sneak in when you have those transitions. So I'll give you an example for myself. I have been wanting to do meditation for a long time, but I always feel like I don't have enough time to do that. So instead, I have been doing meditation, just 5 or 10 minutes between each of my Zoom meetings that I have throughout the day. And so that's a good way. And then at the beginning of the day, I also, when I begin my day, I also start off with that. So I was just kind of looking throughout my day when there were natural breaks. The other suggestion that I have is to bring in self-care practices to something that is a habit that you already do. So for instance, for me, I say my prayers at the end of the day, and I wanted to bring in a gratitude practice because that just makes me feel really good. And so I do my gratitude practice after I say my prayers. So it's helpful if you link it to a habit that you already have or something that you're already doing, and try and think about when it makes sense to do it. The other way to create micro moments of self-care is to make it easy. So what I mean by that is that it's going to be something that you can just easily do. So if you want to be eating healthier, to pre-plan that and make some healthy meals beforehand, or healthy snacks that you can have. Or if you want to be drinking more water, to fill up water bottles and be able to just have that right by you so that you could drink water throughout the day. So look for transition throughout the day and breaks that you can bring it in, link it to a habit, and make it easy. The last suggestion that I have is to think about what things get in the way of you doing self-care, and to set up a plan for that. So for instance, if you're a parent like most of you are, and you are finding that it's hard to do because you have your kids that you have to be taking care of, to maybe do some of those things that you enjoy or that you want to be doing to take care of yourself with your kids. So having them ride their bikes while you go on a run, or if you enjoy coloring, doing that with your kids, or inviting them to do Zumba with you, if you want to be doing Zumba. So that's an idea. And to set yourself up for success around things that block you. So for me, I make a point to not check my phone or answer my emails right after my Zoom calls. I just take a moment to do some mindfulness or meditation, take some breaths, and it's just for 5 minutes, and then I look at my phone. Because if I look at my phone or emails, I get sucked into that. And even though I'm just doing the practice for a couple minutes, I then have lost my time to do that. So those are my suggestions. And the last thing I want to leave you with is that just doing these small moments of self-care throughout your day can have a powerful impact. If you just do 5 or 10 minutes of exercise, that releases the dopamine in your brain and all the positive chemicals. And if you are finding little moments throughout the day to do it, like maybe 10 minutes in the morning and 10 minutes at night, you've gotten 20 minutes. And then throughout the whole week, you've gotten more exercise than if you hadn't done it at all. Or if you're getting to bed 10 minutes early, then you've gotten like an hour more of sleep than you would have gotten. So if you sneak in these moments of self-care, you're going to feel better, and it's going to gain momentum. And that might mean that you find more ways to sneak it in, and that you actually expand the practice and make more time for it, because you definitely deserve it. You are important.